Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Atom RPG with me, Bring It On. Let's enter Folklovka village and see what it's all about. The final frontier of the wasteland. Alright, one thing I don't like about the car is it parking me immediately in the center of the village when I want to explore the outskirts first. Now there's a lot of outskirts to explore. I will speak to her first since she is out here. She only appears at night. Wait, let me at least enter the bar. Okay, so we can't speak to her till she does go in and sit down. So it is convenient that we showed up here at night, so we don't have to waste time waiting around for her to show up. There's always something about these, I guess, logging communities that puts me on edge in games. I attribute it to Fable. When you go to that one, I don't remember the name of the village, but you go there and it's under attack by Balverines, and it's got like that kind of a horror aesthetic going on. So whenever there's like a logging community where everything's made out of, you know, log cabins and stuff, I'm just immediately put on a slight edge. Alright, let's talk to the guards first. I can't get there right now. Go up the ramp. A Folklovka guard looks to the dusty horizon, where the uneven trade route makes the sky. As you approach, he nods and adjusts his grip on his weapon. Not to scare you, but simply out of habit. Hey, you want something? Tell me about this village. Great place, Folklovka. The calmest town under Krasno's control. What else could a man ask for? Well, fun, I suppose. There's little enough of that. Maybe you can give me some advice. I've seen my share of doomed expeditions in my time, and I'll tell you this. If you're not completely confident of your success, fall back. There's no shame in an orderly retreat. Do you know any good rumors? Bandits are constantly attacking caravans on the main road out of Paragon. The leaders of that place can't be worth their salt if they allow crap like that to happen. Well, it's not really their fault, but yeah. I suppose. A youthful guard with a nicely groomed beard watches as you approach. He looks to his comrade in the other tower before greeting you with a smile. Hello, and welcome to Fogelevka. Hello and welcome to yourself. Tell me about this village. It's a nice place. When I was transferred here from Krasno, I didn't think I'd like it at all. But even though there's some light gunplay from time to time, the air is clean, and the gals are pretty. And the grass is green. I want to ask some advice. I don't even know. The merchants passing through on their way to the mountain pass of woes advised me to start trading. I guess that's the way if you want to get rich. Although capitalism sprouted like evil weeds from the corrupt dirt of men's souls, some good can come of it. Just like some evil came from the bountiful garden of good that was communism. Do you know any good rumors? There's a rumor going around that people from Atom were keeping secret stashes and hiding weapons long before the apocalypse. I don't believe it though. If they had weapons, they'd have used them against us already. I see. Well, time for me to go. So I think this is the guy that takes us to the mountain pass of woes, if I'm not mistaken. The mustached man standing in front of you is slowly rolling a cigarette, shifting his weight from one foot to another. He's clearly not in a hurry, as he enjoys the process of rolling more than the smoking itself. The man lifts his gaze to you and nods. Hello, boss. Feel like going for a ride? What do you mean with going for a ride? The driver finally finishes rolling his cigarette. He licks the rolling paper to glue it together, but instead of lighting up, hides the cigarette in his pocket. I mean from Fogelevka to the mountain pass of woes. I can give you a lift, but it will cost you, of course. Sounds interesting. What's your price? Well, seeing as how it is risky to take a passenger, the price I'm willing to offer you is 5,000. You won't find anybody who will drive you there for less, and you won't be able to drive there yourself. It's a long way, and you don't know which turns to take. Hey brother, can I ask you for a favor, as a friend? Could you give me a discount? Fine boss, have it your way. I'll give you a discount. 3 grand. It is a good price. So, what, is driving travelers around the only thing you do for a living? No. No way I could have made it this far doing only that. This is a part-time gig only. I'm a driver for the merchants. But enough about me. So what's it gonna be? 3 grand and off we go? I'm not sure. Let's change the topic. Your call, boss. Do you need to go to the Mountain Pass of Woes? He's got a one-track mind. Do you often take trips like this? Depends on the work. Sometimes there is work for me, sometimes there isn't. It depends on many things, like political situation, stability in the region, fuel prices, to name a few. I'd rather ask you some questions. Sure, go ahead. Which part of the wasteland is better for living? The part near Fogelevka for sure. Life is calm and predictable here. Not that many gangsters around as well. When you hear shots fired in the forest, the first thought you get is, it must be hunters. And only then you think of all the murderers out there. It's not like this everywhere. I see. One more question. What is it now? How long have you been a driver for? Ever since my father put me behind a steering wheel to take a photo when I was 10 years old. But me, being the idiot that I am, pressed the clutch and stepped on the gas. Ha! I almost killed my old man that day. Yes. Oh my. Let me ask you something else. What can you tell me about Folklovka? It's quite a nice place. Fresh air, clean water, nature is friendly. When the acorns and the local oaks start to be in season, my oh my, so juicy and nutritious. I haven't tried the acorns yet. Another question. I care to share some local gossip. Not gossip. The people are really nice here. I'm especially fond of this one family of Constantine the village man. His wife is handy and brainy, good at trade and household chores. And his daughter is a real beauty and a seamstress. Her father is like a rock. There's nothing in this world that he couldn't do. But he is also is a gentle and kind person. I respect them. Sounds interesting. May I ask something else? Change the subject. Alright, maybe some other time we gotta go. Let's go talk to the guards at the other gate. Then we'll start digging into the meat of the village. He looks really familiar. An older guard gives you a calculating glance and laughs. Despite seeing the dangers of the world firsthand, he seems perfectly fine meeting them face to face. Hey there, you want something? Tell me about this village. Nice place, huh? People are sweet, just like in Ultranoye. But you'll notice they're not starving to death. If only there could be more places like this. That would be awesome. Maybe you can give me some advice. My men ask for those all the time as well. You look like an experienced guy, so here's what I'll tell you. The worst thing about drug and alcohol abuse is the withdrawals, but it's better to suffer through them than continue the cycle. Do you know any good rumors? Apart from slavers, weird cultists also roam the eastern plains. Some of them sacrifice people to their hungry gods, and cast the heads into a pool of chemicals in their temple. Kiss your loved ones and your butt goodbye before doing any traveling out east. I see. Well, time to leave. Bye. It'd be cool if you could find the cultist temple. Maybe we'll find that in the expansion. A muscular village guard meets you with a raised eyebrow and an insouciant smile? Seems like you interest him, but not so much that he'd interrupt his work. Ah, a new face here in humble Folklovka. What can I do for you? Tell me about this village. It's a boring place, but somebody needs to guard it. And then again, sometimes it briefly becomes action-packed. I like to think my place is on the front lines, but it's good to take a breather now and then. I want to ask some advice. Ho, I'll tell you this. Many people are only out for themselves, and don't give a rat's butt about their companions. That's not right. Even if you're doing okay, your friends might be hurt or hungry. Keep the lines of communication open and help them out when they need it. Do you know any rumors? Have you heard about Bunker 317? I don't know where it's at. My grandpa helped build it. He told me once that secret doors were installed there. Why they're installed is a different question, one I don't have the answer to. I see. Well, time to leave. Bye. Yeah, the guards here are really nice, especially compared to Krasno, where they are almost all scummy. There's what, one good guard in Krasno? Oh! It's been a while since I've saved. That's not good. That's not good at all, is it? Oh no! Oh no. Alright, well. Let's blow through this dialogue real fast. I'm not gonna worry about the mushrooms in the outskirts of the village. We'll just, Gosh darn it. Can't believe I did that. Without saving at that. So I only talked to the guards and the driver, so doesn't put me that far behind. I can't get there right now. He's right here. Oh, up the ramp, please. And let me quick save. Oh yeah, there's apples here as well. Just find them on the ground. Okay, start breaking into people's houses. Well, there's 3 experience to be gained back here, so let's take care of this first. Alright. Not going to go into the tavern yet. There's a lot of people in there to talk to. No guard in that tower. A lot of saunas here. And everything here is locked. Potatoes, and other foodstuffs. Alright, let's enter this house if it's not locked. Before I do anything else, let's go ahead and swap back into our stealth outfit so we can steal better. I probably shouldn't creep in their room. They're already here, so. Okay. A slender girl of about 18 smiles demurely. She avoids your eye when you notice her, but then speaks. My father will so lose his temper when he sees us together again. That's why we absolutely must have a chat. Ask me anything. What is it about your father? I didn't quite get it. This is the first time I've spoken to her, so I don't know why she's telling me that. What about him? The only thing he's worried about is that I might run away or, I don't know, become a streetwalker. When all I really want is to study. I never think about guys. Well, almost never. Now that he had this crazy dream, he never lets me out of his sight. It's awful, like a stone hanging around my neck. I wish someone would talk to him. What a wonderful way to raise a child. A strong hand is what they need. Allow my child to do anything he wants, be it kill or cheat or use his father as if he were a pack mule. I would never do that even if I could. Honest. Why indeed not talk to him about it? Wait here. I'll go now. Actually, we're not done talking. Yeah, okay. Can you answer a couple of questions for me? Sure thing. Just ask. What's your name? I'm Preslava Garkashina. It's an old Slavic name, just like my father, Dushan. His name derives from an ancient word meaning soul. Mine means I'll become famous when I grow up, or something like that. Fascinating. Now another question. Ask away. What are you busy with? I study and clean the house. That's all I'm allowed to do for now. That's so sad. Another question. What's your opinion of the village? It's awfully tedious, though the soldiers from Krasno make it life slightly more bearable. Pity father gives me the side eye when I talk to them. You can talk to me then. Another question. Do you know any fresh rumors? I don't hear much. I think the only one I know is about this potion that enables you to talk to animals. Some herb healer either already invented it or is working on it. I'd be scared to drink anything like that. People are so cruel to animals. We kill them, eat them, and skin them to make clothes. What are they going to say? They'd probably just curse us out. Huh, who knows? Another question. Alright, talk to you later. Let's go wake up father and have a conversation about his daughter. I'm sure he'll take that well. Wait, did I not swap into my... Oh, I am in it. Never mind. Didn't look like that I was. Let's wake up Mom first and talk to her. 2 whole rubles, huh? Well, I've got just the thing for you. What a steal, right? A tidy woman in her 40s is bustling about her household chores. When she eventually notices you, she nods invitingly. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Too busy thinking. What do you need, traveler? What are these thoughts that are bothering you? Well, the chickens don't lay as much since the rising of the Hesperus star. I didn't drive them to the shed on time, so they enjoyed the night view, so to speak. My husband and daughter are always at each other's throats, like a pair of feral cats. Now I see. Let's change the subject. Why not? Can I ask another question? I'll do my best to help. What is your name? I'm Stepanida Garkashina, wife to Dushan, mother to Preslava. Nice to meet you, Stepanida. Another question. What are you busy with? I run the house to keep my husband and daughter from killing each other. First he has a bad dream about her, then he suspects she's in love with a shaman from the tavern, or imagines alcohol on her breath. He's afraid of letting her grow up. Yet as we all know, it's inevitable. Another question. What can you say about Folklovka? Exactly what I'd say about my old shoes. They may be battered and stained, but they're the most comfortable shoes ever, and I'm used to them. It's rather drab here sometimes, but still much better than in the north, with their tyrants like Sioma Veronik. You might be right. Can you answer another question? Have you heard any good rumors lately? Rumors and gossip pass me by like a spring wind. Everything passes me by. Astrology is what interests me. People say the Hesperus star is in fact Venus, but how can that be right? Before the war, Venus was a tiny dot in the sky, barely brighter than any faraway star. Now one night a year the so-called Venus shines bright enough to read by its light. The answer is elementary, senorita. Before the war, everyone used electric lights at night. The sky reflected this light, which made the stars and their other heavenly bodies dimmer and invisible. This is known as light pollution. Now we see the whole night sky at its full brightness. That's actually a problem NASA has recently addressed, is with all the satellites and debris we're putting into space recently, especially recently. It's going to be harder and harder to see the stars, even like with your bare eye, because of all the light pollution reflecting off the man-made satellites in the atmosphere. It's kind of sad. I don't know. Even taking all this into account, Hesperus seems much too bright. It's been a strange world since the apocalypse. Can you answer another question? Alright, let's change the subject. I've changed my mind. Have a nice day. Or night. A tall villager with lively blue eyes is standing arms akimbo, with his legs wide apart. He looks at you grudgingly. When you come nearer, he crosses his arms and announces, "Stop where you are. If you want to talk, talk to me. There's no need to circle my daughter like a hungry vulture." I was just going to talk to you. Mind a couple of questions. Well, ask away. Who are you, anyway? I'm Dushan Garkushin. I'm a farmer. Nice to meet you, Dushan. Something else. What can you tell me about this place? What can I say about Folklovka? It's nice and quiet. If anyone makes trouble, it's visitors, not the villagers. Sounds like paradise. Another question. He looks like Michael McDonald from Mad TV, and I guess he's on SNL too. He also wrote for the show Scrubs, and appeared in a couple of episodes. How do you earn your daily bread? I don't earn it. I grow it, on this very land. Oh, I see. Another question. I got any good rumors to share? Young have it hard these days, with no cultural institutions or pioneers' camps. And there's this new drug called Black Lotus. If you survive your first dose, you'll be addicted to it for the rest of your days, however few they may be. A fate worse than death, in my opinion. That indeed sounds terrible. Something else. Nothing else to ask right now. Let's change the subject. Go on. Why are you so worried about your daughter? Nothing. What else do you want? Speaking of your daughter, what do you keep pestering her for? The man takes a quick look around. Pestering her? What are you talking about? Okay, listen. A week ago, I had this dream. A bear and a she-bear lumbered out of the forest, and Preslava, my daughter, brought them water to drink. When they quenched their thirst, she climbed on one of the beast's backs, and the three of them left Fogelevka. Forever. It doesn't take a genius to see what the dream means. The Papa Bear stands for a man who will ruin my stupid girl. And the Mama Bear is a wicked woman who'll teach her wicked things a girl has no business knowing. My Preslava can do without such influences, thank you very much. That's why I'm keeping her away from anyone new to the village, man or woman. I pray to God every night that this dream of yours comes true. For the girl will be safer and happier living with wild bears in the forest than here with a father who has forsaken God, and clings to a dark past where people look to dreams for wisdom. You're a bit of a hypocrite, aren't you, Hexagen? Because, well, I guess not. it's weird he has like opposite opinions for depending whether or not we're talking to the daughter having an overbearing father or the father who listens to his dreams. For all he knows, God sent him the dream. So like I don't know. It's a weird comment hexagon. You got me off track. I'll box you a good one if you do, old man. Alright. I wake up, man. We live in an age of progress. Man has journeyed through space, and the world was shattered in a nuclear Armageddon. And you still take life advice from your dreams. The man quietly considers your words, his expression a battleground of two contradictory opinions. And at last his better judgment prevails. He nods sullenly. Yes, alright. It sounds ridiculous when you put it like that. I can't keep the girl locked in a tower just because I had a bad dream. Great. I knew you'd come around. Maybe and maybe not. Time will tell. Unless it doesn't. Fair enough. Bye. Alright, let's go talk to the daughter. Alright, ahem. Speaking of your father, what about it? Rejoice, for I brought him the light of reason. Your life will be easier from now on. The girl blushes and grins widely. Did you really? Thank you so much. It was so hard for me being under his total control. Things will definitely be better now, thanks to you. Here, I've been working in the garden, and look what I found. The girl glances surreptitiously around before producing a very real hand grenade from her pockets. A remnant of the war. You'll put it to good use, I'm sure. Or sell it, perhaps. Holy crap. Give it to us before you hurt yourself. Or others. Quiet. God forbid Father hears us talking. Thanks a lot. See you later. Got one F1 grenade. Oh, where's it at? Here. Hexagon, you hold on to that. I wonder if the mother has anything to say about the relationship fixed by a stranger and his posse busting in their house at night. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's maybe talk to this guy that's standing outside, like a weirdo. Or we finish looting the buildings on the outskirts. No, it wasn't locked. Obviously they don't care about their soap enough to keep it. So I'll take it off their hands so they don't have to worry about it. Let's talk to this guy standing outside, and then we'll save the other 3 buildings for the next episode. Probably couldn't finish another one if I didn't have to run back around the village again, because I've made everybody angry. A tall, muscular man studies you calmly, expressing none of the fear or apprehension people commonly show to strangers. He shakes your hand with his thick, leathery one, and asks, "What brings you here, friend? Don't fret. I have nothing against guests. I just want to know who I'm dealing with." I'm a simple adventurer, stopping by to say hello and ask a few questions. The man nods slowly. In our day, only the bravest or the most desperate roam the wastes. I respect both of those qualities, so I'll answer your questions. Tell me about yourself. What can I say? My name is Constantine, and for as long as God wills it, I'll live in Folklovka. I've grown to love this place, this land. I found happiness here with Nira. I have a good childhood to Glasha. I gave a good childhood to Glasha. That is what I am most proud of. The rest of my life does not matter anymore. Sounds like a good life you have here, pal. Another question. I'm listening. Tell me about the village. This village. The original Fogelevka ended up flooded during the war. There's still a few roofs sticking up out of the lake. This settlement is new. There were some houses here when we arrived, but all abandoned. The rest we built with our own hands. Life is modest but fair. For me, that's the main thing. What What warm words? Another question. It's what warm words? Be a good title to a video. What else do you want to know? What do you do for a living? I have some money from the time before I found God and decided to raise my family here. I don't need to earn anything nowadays. The land feeds me and my family. Quite the lifestyle. Another question. Ask away for God's sake. Got any good rumors to share? One man told me that in the mountain pass of Woes, there's an ancient castle where mutant mice have built a kingdom. He said a fat old mouse king sits on a throne with a beautiful lady mouse at his side, and a platoon of night mice waiting his command, wearing rose-petal cloaks and wielding rapiers fashioned from finishing nails. You know, I never read the Redwall series, but I assume that's a reference to the Redwall series, right? Or some series similar to it. Come Easter, the mice stage jousting tournaments and hunt cats. In the cellar, they have a huge library where gray-haired rodents study old scrolls and write new ones with chicken feather quills. Another castle he was talking about, but it's ruled by drunks and bandits. There's no such thing as a mouse kingdom. But that's just my luck. I'm always meeting crazy people. Or was he simply drunk? Now that's a fact. Another question. I'm listening, I don't need to ask anything else. Then let's change the subject. What else would you like to know? Now tell me, is this house and land yours? It is now, yes. That house is older than the war. It was falling down when we got here, but I rebuilt most of it with new materials. The land was barren too, and so with God's help, I revived it. Ah, Nekrasov, the ugly grotesque poet of Russian lands. How many works did you scribe about the women of Russia, strong and kind? Why didn't you write about alpha males like this one? About those who labor without cease, who fear God and love the earth. That's right, Grandpa. I see. Well, I got it. I thought... Is he not... Maybe we have to find something inside. To confront him. I thought he was one of the people we're looking for another quest. But we'll have to deal with that next time. I'm going to call the episode here. In the next episode, we'll finish speaking to the people in... Oh, maybe that door isn't locked. Yeah, I'm going to call the episode here. In the next episode, we'll finish speaking to the people in Folklovka. Off camera, I will... Actually, what's over here real fast? Drop all the stuff off that I picked up into the car, so I don't have to worry about it. Not yet. Let's quick save. Oh. Alright, cool. Well, we'll deal with this next time. Along with, what, 3 more buildings? Yeah, we have this building. I think this is the tavern. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.